Ali, Matt Gaetz, they also got similar reminders on Twitter. Joining me now is Wisdom Cole, the NAACP's National Director of Youth and College. Wisdom, it's great to have you with us. So let's run through the numbers again. The Biden administration forgiving $10,000 in student loan debt for borrowers making $125,000 a year. That number is doubled to $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients. Your reaction to this news, does it go far enough?
The victory here really is that 20,000 number for those who are Pell Grant recipients. Throughout our campaign, we advocated for the cancellation of 50,000 or more, but recognizing that for so many people that this day would never happen, that student debt would be canceled. And so what happened was the proof that this is actually a possibility, right? And recognizing that the president has been actually canceling smaller bits of student debt along the way, this being the largest, recognizing for Pell Grant recipients, many who are Black borrowers, they're going to change their entire reality. I think this really opens the door for even future cancellation because we know that this is still a severe issue, along with the extension of the pause, recognizing that we can continue to have this further discussion around cancellation and the impact on Black borrowers.
The Biden administration announced new payment plans that limit many borrowers' loan payments to 5% of their discretionary income to ensure that people who keep up with payments will not be buried under accumulated interest costs. How significant is this move?
This is really important because oftentimes we recognize that interest is actually the thing that's really weighing down when it comes to student debt. For many Black borrowers, 10, 20 years after they've taken out the debt, they are still paying down at the same amount that they took out because of the interest rates in comparison to white borrowers. And so I think this is absolutely essential. Millions are seeing relief with this cancellation, but we still want to make sure that we are fighting for the millions more who can also still see relief. The means testing and recognizing that 125K being the cap definitely keeps people out, but recognizing that this is a major step and also allows us the possibility to think of other options for cancellation.
You've alluded to this in the answers so far, but talk to me a little bit about the racial inequalities here. Student loan debt disproportionately impacts Black and brown Americans. Expand on the racial equity component of this announcement.
Yeah, when we think about college education, right, the promises that we were sold on was the fact that college was supposed to be the great equalizer, giving young Black and brown borrowers the opportunity to see a better life, to get a job, to become homeowners, to have discretionary wealth building income. And after going to college, many are not able to get those jobs and are weighed and burdened down with the saddle of debt, right? Oftentimes taking out a lot more debt. We know that for Black borrowers on average, we have $53,000 in student debt, which is much more than our white counterparts. And so we recognize that there is major discrepancies when it comes to that, right? When we look at Black women, some of the most educated people in America, consistently having more debt than most folks, we want to make sure that we have opportunities to provide for them to see that cancellation as well. And so particularly for Black folks who were voting in the midst of a global pandemic, right, this economic disparity when it comes to student debt was a major issue that folks turned out for to ensure that we saw democracy prevail.
You are, Wisdom, on the front lines of this conversation nationally. You were part of this story. You met with the White House officials to push them to take action on this, as I understood it. What did you say to the president to help convince him?
Really just providing the data, providing the facts, but also sharing the stories of the lived people on the ground, right? Part of the work that we were doing was making sure that far and wide, we let people know that there's an opportunity to see cancellation happen in this moment in time. And this being the moment that the president can use his power to do that, right? Back and forth, we had conversations talking about the president's actual power to do that, and seeing that the president actually could make that happen, recognizing the stories that really impacted people's lives, that transformed this campaign, really allowed us to amplify our voice and say that this was the moment in time. And so I think that through further conversation, we can continue to see President Biden to be the cancel student debt president because he has made this clear and apparent that, this is an issue that he is concerned with and wants to see change. And the fact that he was able to come through partially on his promise, recognize that there is an opportunity to see more happen in the future.
Yeah, it is a good start, but still a lot more could be done. Wisdom Cole, thank you so much for joining us. Greatly